Welcome back to Plenty of Games in the Sea, and in this episode we're going to be unboxing the Forge Father Strike Force from Mantic Games from their game Firefight. Now I'm very excited about this one. I've had this one in my eye for quite a while. It's been gnawing at my wish list, and I've decided to just take the plunge. You can pick this up for around £75 directly from Mantic at the time of recording. However, I got mine from Wayland Games here in the UK, a little bit cheaper, but between £60 and £75, you're just not going to be able to find this variation of models, this number of models, this quality of models in a single box, I feel, and that's why I've just taken the leap. Now, I've not opened this yet. I've decided to keep it sealed until I did this video and do that with you. Though I do have a little idea of what's in the box, obviously, because I've been looking online. I'll just bring that in and have a little look with you. So you're getting 30, and I mean 30, wow, of the plastic standard infantry, and I want to call them Iron Warriors. Steel Warriors, that's what they're called, Steel Warriors. You're getting one PVC Iron Ancestor. You're getting 6, again, of the traditional plastic Forge Guard and one resin Huskarl. Now, I love this. You've got the hammer and then obviously the alternative pose, but it's that traditional pointing, they're over there pose. I absolutely love that. And then the sort of the main attraction of this box is the Sternhammer battle tank. And there are some variations you can make in the box, but you know that's it for me. That's what I want. I want this army exactly as is in the box. So let's crack that open together, and we'll have a quick look and see what it looks like when you're taking it out of the box. And the first thing I've noticed when I've opened the box is the smell. It's that new plastic smell, that wonderful. It doesn't matter whether it's a book or a box. There's always something wonderful about wargaming hobby items when you open them. Oh, and look, straight out of the box is the resin Forge Father. Now we'll pop him to one side. I'm assuming, having a quick look, that is going to be the Forge Guard, my 6th Forge Guard in traditional plastic. And I think we call it hard plastic. And then we've got the 30 Steel Warriors. And do you know what I'm loving about this? Is there's quite a lot of variation on these sprues of equipment and weapons and heads, but they're not busy. It's not. There's not too much going on that I'll build these and won't paint them. You know, it's just the right balance. We'll pop those to one side. Haha! Here's my Sternhammer battle tank. And I'll be honest, this is why I bought the box. I love battle tanks. A little bit like Ronnie from Mantic. Yeah, I'm going to have a ton of tanks. Here's my Iron Ancestor made of PVC. And now I'm surprised because when they said PVC, I imagined something like what you might get from Reaper Bones. But it's nothing like that. It's a very hard material. I'm really, really pleased with that. Now, for bases, we've got a mix of the traditional sort of plastic bases and MDF one for our Iron Ancestor. Now, these little dimples, I believe, were originally for the older Mantic models, which would slot into there. They don't have those anymore, so you now just use the bottom of the base. But that is wonderful because I can now place a little magnet, earth magnet in there, and actually use a magnetized carrying case if I want to take these out and about with me. Now, I think, there was not a lot of room in that box when, all the things were inside it. There's a lot going on in here. It's a great deal for me. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take these out and spend the rest of the afternoon building up a few examples. Then I'll bring that back and we can have a look at them close up together. So I will see you in just a few minutes' time. Hello and welcome back. Unfortunately, my afternoon's build very quickly dwindled into just a few hours because of family commitments. However, you can see just how much I've built within that time. And that is in no small part due to just how easily these models go together. In fact, if I was to try and find any criticism at all, the only one I could find is that there's no instructions in the box. Now, to a veteran such as myself, and as many of you out there, that won't be an issue at all. You'll throw these together intuitively within a matter of minutes. However, if you were a newer player, or perhaps new to wargaming hobby, this might throw you off a little. Now, there are plenty of guides online and several videos. However, I just feel that the instructions in the box is just that little bit that we need. But with that aside, let's have a look at the models themselves. And the first thing I want to show you, I'm so happy with this, is the turret. Now, I thought that I was going to have to pick a turret, but Mantic said, no, you can have whatever you like. Simple as that. And again, as simple as that. So all 3 turrets available for this tank on the single chassis. I added a small bit of green stuff here for additional stability, but honestly, it's not needed. I mean, how many companies do that? £25 I purchased this off a third-party company, Wayland Games, at time of recording, and I can have all 3 variants. Absolute quality, absolute quality. The only variant I couldn't make was the APC, and that is because the top piece here and the small pieces here are slightly different. However, for the price point, I'm more than happy to dip my hand back into my pocket and order another one of these. They really are wonderful. This whole construct took me about 8 minutes, and I think it's going to probably take me about as long to paint. It really does capture everything you need from a battle tank without all the fuss. I mean, I love this to bits. This is great. Absolutely fantastic. And it really screams Forge Father, heavy, purposeful, you know. This thing was built, you know, for one purpose only, crushing people and blasting them. Phenomenal. Here's the Iron Ancestor, and this is the PVC model. Again, when you say PVC to me, I think, you know, sort of Reaper bones, but no, this is a very tough, very durable material, and this model took me less than a minute to put together. I mean, it really did. Less than a minute. The detail is fantastic. It's going to take very little time to paint, and I'll be able to make it look fantastic. I've heard a few criticisms of MDF bases. I really don't see the complaint here. You know, I don't really care what the base is made of. Once that's covered up, you won't be able to tell. It's really an irrelevant argument. Absolutely love that. I have created 5 of the Steel Warriors with a Huskarl. I'm going to make 5 more to bring that up to a team of 10. The detail on these little fellas is phenomenal. Look at that little metal beard. That just makes me happy. That really does make me happy. The little pistol, the little backpack, they seem sturdy. There's enough detail there for me to paint, but without getting bogged down in it for the next 5 years. You've got obviously the sort of the rifle holding pose there, left to right, very traditional. Looks like a little bit of a Doom Trooper, that one. Oops. And then, but some of them, you know, this little guy seems to be trying to, you know, focus on getting somewhere. They're not all the same. And, you know, the missile launcher's great. I mean, it's fantastic. Look, he's looking down his little display. He's got a little laser there, maybe anti-tank. Fantastic. As I say, I've got 15 more troops to build. 5 of those will be additional Steel Warriors. We'll just move those to one side for a moment. Here is my resin Huskarl. Very, very happy with this model. Very happy. No air bubbles, no lines. You know, you say resin and I start going back to the horror of Finecast. Nothing like that. Now, I have built this with the pistol and the hammer configuration. I like this model so much that I will be purchasing another one so I can build it in the rifle pose as well. It really makes me happy, this model. The detail, cracking. For other troop types, I have got the Rune Forged Veterans, and essentially what these are Steel Warriors that are a little bit nicer. I mean, and that's saying something. They've got a little bit more of an embellished helmet, and they have the options for these much larger weapons, such as this one, which is the Hailstorm Cannon, and this one, which is a magma cannon. And again, anything that's going to spew heat, lava, fire, just puts a smile on my face. Again, these went together really, really easy. I mean, I think I glued a shoulder pad on maybe once or twice by mistake the wrong way. Very, very quick to correct. Each of these teams comes with their own individual Huskarls with these very ornate helmets, which make me very happy. You can have an open style helmet with a beard if that's your preference, but I really do like a closed helmet. Why would you want to get shot in the face? So we'll just move those back. And the last set that I made is and I want to call them Forge Guards. Yes, they are. So again, the do have a Huskarl of types, a sort of leader model, which is more ornate than his other brothers, but absolutely fantastic. I think you'll agree there. These guys were an absolute blast to put together, about 30 seconds per guy. I mean, really, really easy. I do love how they've got their guns pinned to the back of their hands. That's really interesting. Frees up the hand. These are pretty much all the same except for the Hailstorm Cannon fellow over here. Absolutely fantastic. And this chap who's got a missile launcher. And I love how he's carrying that. It's mounted to his shoulder. I mean, that's just brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Now, I think you'll agree that this is a fantastic set. Lots of potential. I've still got 15 troops to build. As I say, I'm going to expand my Steel Legions by another 10. I'm going to build a Flamethrower troop. What I'll do with the last 5, I'm not sure. I may buy more and build another full 10-man team of Steel Legion. This is an amazing set. I can recommend it highly to anyone who's thinking to get into Mantic Firefight, and I think it's a great time to do that. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope to have more unboxing videos from Mantic's Firefight very, very shortly for the Forge Fathers and a few other factions. Thank you.